Hey gang, it's Maria here from Goalie Training Pro TV, episode 45, which means 44. Never mind. I don't want to do this now. Episode 44. Okay, fine. And today we're talking about restorative. Now, we did a big in-depth review on post-practice, post-game restorative strategies on episode 33, which maybe Sarah's going to tell me actually is 32 or something else. But regardless, we'll post a link somewhere where you can find that if you want to get sort of an in-depth review of sort of what it is and what we do and that kind of thing. Last week, if you remember last week's episode, we talked about sort of if just you're only going to do 3 exercises for dynamic warm-up, or you want to add 3 new exercises, do these 3. So I thought we'd sort of flip the script and do the 3 exercises for your post-game, post-skate restorative routine. If you do one, you can try adding these in. If you don't do one at all, then just even start with these 3 exercises and you'll notice a big difference. Restorative is so important, but it's so undervalued by most goalies. And it's interesting because when I go to the higher level camps, this is what the goalies are interested in, because it is, you know, when you're looking for a little extra advantage over everyone else, this is a place where you can actually get a pretty big advantage. If you think about it, the best way to prepare yourself to perform at your best in the next game or practice is to start recovering right away and to be kind of active about it, not just sort of get in the car and drive home and go to bed or whatever. So this is a really important element. It's going to get more and more important. It's going to be one of those things that, you know, in a few years, everybody's going to be talking about, oh, this guy does this restorative routine after he comes off the ice, but we've known about it for years. So you and I, we know how to do it. So here are the 3 things that I think you should do when you come off the ice. So come off the ice, take off your gear, but then go and do these 3. Again, somebody's going to ask, but I can't do it at the rink. I have to wait till I get home, and it's a 24-minute drive home. So should I do it or not? Yeah, there's good, better, best. Best is if you can do it at the rink, like just take off your gear, do it, and then go home. But better is to do it as soon as you can when you come off, you know, when you get home. So I like to use the foam roll rather than lacrosse ball when you come off the ice, because again, it's restorative. We're trying to help the muscles, the joints restore and reset and be ready to go. We're not trying to be aggressive with them. They've just been yanked all over the place and herky-jerked and you know, been put through a bit of micro trauma. So we want to just be like, it's okay, it's all right, we're gonna be fine. So I think the foam roll is a little less aggressive and a little bit more of a nice, just flushing type of massage. I think the areas that are worth getting, quadriceps, so getting in here on the front of your thigh, getting on the borders of your IT band, so we don't really roll a lot right in the middle of your IT band because it's so thick and fibrous, you're not going to make a lot of change. I think gently doing your adductors is totally fine, but again, just nice and gentle. Think of it just as a little flushing massage. I would get my glutes as I go, and I probably wouldn't even pop this foot up. Again, I'm gonna keep them a little bit looser and just a nice, easy roll. I would come into just my microphone there. I'd come into here, get a little bit on my thoracic spine, even keep my bum on the ground and just do a little bit of extension, just gentle extension as we go. So that's what I'd go over with the foam roll. Could you also foam roll your calves? Yes. Your shins? Yep. Your lats? You know, it depends how much time you have. So We've done the foam roll. Then we're gonna come in and we're gonna gently do a little half kneeling groin stretch. So this leg's extended, I'm keeping a nice neutral back position, and I'm just gonna sit back in my hips a little bit, not so that it's an uncomfortable stretch, but just so that I feel a little stretch as I sit back, come out of it. And I'm going to do 10 to 15 on each side. Just gently. I'm not really trying to like stretch out those adductors. I'm just trying to get them to relax a little bit and move them through some range of motion and have them almost let go. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to focus on breathing. And I think in that other video, definitely in the Strategic Mobility for Goalies program, so it's just strategicmobilityforgoalies.com. I have a whole module, it's a bonus module that comes with the program that takes you through a full in-depth restorative routine where we do some Aldoa techniques and a little more advanced techniques. But this is just sort of the beginner version. So I want you to come with your butt in nice and close to the wall and your legs straight up on the wall. And if this is like too much stretch on your hamstrings, then move away a little bit. But we're just here, we're having gravity help us with some blood flow return, and then we're gonna breathe in through our nose for 4 seconds. And as we breathe in through our nose, we're gonna try to let our ribs expand and let our abdomen rise. We're just gonna try to fill this whole cavity with air as we breathe in through our nose for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're gonna hold your breath for 4 seconds. Then you're gonna breathe out through your mouth for 6 seconds. And as you breathe out, you're gonna try to get all that air out as you breathe out. And you're not blowing it out like, you're just breathing all of your air out. And you're going to do 4 breaths like that, breathing in through your nose for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, and then breathing out for 6 seconds, because that helps reset your nervous system as well. It's the only part of your fight or flight nervous system that you can consciously control. So it kind of helps you restore and recover and get your legs up and just help with a little bit of blood flow return and just get everybody feeling super nice and loosey-goosey. Sometimes we will also finish getting into a little bit of adduction and just again trying to get those groins to relax a bit, not to stretch them, but you can also do the same thing. So those are 2 positions for the last one. So it's important. It's the best way to get you ready for the next game, practice, workout. It's an area that gets missed a lot, so it's a place where you can get a little extra advantage because a lot of goalies don't even know that they should be doing it. It will take you 7 minutes to do, if that. So it's a pretty good investment. Those are the 3 you should do. Some foam roll, about 30 seconds each spot. I forget. Oh, the half kneeling groin with a rock back for 10 to 15 on each side, and then 4 breaths elevated, and then you can get on with your day. So if you want that all put together, strategicmobilityforgoalies.com. It's a full goalie mobility program. We've got a bonus module. One is a detailed warm-up blueprint. One is a detailed restorative blueprint. You can check that out. And don't forget, of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, hit the bell, call your mother, I don't know what, but you know the drill.